Let's talk to a good friend of ours, great personality, Jared Thorbahn.
Hey, how's it
Hey,
going?
how's it going? Thank you for calling in.
It's going okay, I guess.
Well, the last guy has an ear infection, so hopefully you're doing a
uh,
little better than that guy.
well, the website I work for got hacked, so
Oh,
uh,
I think I heard something about that.
yeah,
Oh no, that's no good.
yeah. Well, they're getting it back up, but
Yeah, I'm
I
sure it'll be
was,
fine, but still.
yeah. Has that ever happened to you guys or no?
No.
No, okay, that's good. Um,
I don't. I. There might have been times behind the scenes where it happened, maybe, but nothing. Yeah.
oh, okay. Um, like Martin Luther King game, he would like. I think he'd really like Parappa the Rapper
You think
because
so?
you gotta believe, you know.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's
Yeah. And
it's
there's a lot of
awesome message.
dreaming going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good choice. Can I just say for a second,
Uh huh.
how has there not been a Parappa 3?
I don't know.
That seems.
Parappa 2 was okay, but
Yeah, I agree. It was just okay.
I think that's what happened.
I just feel like right now we are primed to get a. I mean, just put up $30 download or
Yeah.
$20 download a simple 5-song Parappa game. You'd be set. I
hmm
just don't. I just feel like that's money in the bank. Anyway,
So my question what was your first panel like exactly? Because I have a panel coming up, and I was just wondering what your experience was like.
first panel.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, that's a good question. First panel. Our first panel was a little disorganized. It was a little bit, it wasn't so bad. I'm sure it was a good time, but it was a little disorganized where we were kind of asking too much of the audience.
hmm
I think that's a problem that panels do. Now, it'd probably be different with yours, but I
Yeah.
think,
Mine, I have it all written out, and I'm just going to go through a spiel, and then
oh, okay.
you know. But yeah.
Yeah, because I think some people
Yeah.
do it where they just show up and go, okay, well, what do you want to know? And they kind of
No, no.
they put the power in the audience's hands, and the audience, they don't know how to do a panel. You're the one doing the panel.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
when you put the power in the audience's hands, it becomes like you got a lot of goofy people yelling stuff and saying stuff, and it's like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Um,
Well,
and yeah, so I always try to make sure we're
your
in control.
panels are the best panels that I've seen out of every panel I've ever seen.
Oh,
So,
thank you. Awesome. That's great.
so I took a lot of like notes from that. I'm not going to be running around all crazy and all
Cool.
that, but like
That's fine.
I'm really prepared, and I stole your idea for a raffle like you do at game days. So I'm going to
That's
give away
great.
a lot. I'm going to give away a lot of stuff, things of that nature.
Awesome. Well, that's good to hear. Yeah, I think that all sounds really good.
Yeah. You
You
care
know,
if I plug it or
oh, no. Yeah, absolutely. Go for it.
Okay, it's if you're going to PAX South, it's in the Falcon Theater at 9:30 p.m. on Friday, and it'll be streamed on Twitch if you want to see it on Twitch. So
Awesome. I'm glad they're streaming some of
yeah,
that stuff. We don't stream ours because we show too many videos ahead of
yeah,
time and like secret
yeah,
videos we're not supposed to show, things like that. So we don't stream ours. But if it wasn't video based, like if we weren't showing that stuff, I would do it. I love that that's
yeah.
available. I think that's really
You did
cool.
your podcast once.
We did stream our podcast once, yeah, and I
Momo.
would definitely do that again. That was awesome.
Yeah,
Was that a MomoCon?
yeah,
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I really liked that. But anyway, yeah. So no, I think you'll be fine as long as you got a plan. You'll be fine.
yeah.
That's my only advice.
Everything's
Yeah.
done, basically. So
Um,
I just have to show up and talk, and
yeah,
so yeah.
yeah. I think that should be pretty good. Well, cool. Well, that's exciting. That's gonna be rad.
Thanks. Nothing else really to talk about. Just
Okay.
have fun with MLK Day. Hopefully this week will be a lot better.
Hey, I pre-ordered the hell out of that Ryu amiibo.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Absolutely got on that. That was a Best Buy. I was gonna wait to see if it showed up on Amazon because I Prime and all that stuff. But
Yeah.
Best Buy site, it was free. It was free like release date delivery. So it's like, I guess why not? Like,
Oh, okay. That's
yeah,
cool.
yeah. I thought that was pretty good.
Yeah. What do you think about the whole Amazon Prime 20% off
Oh
the
yeah.
releases and everything?
Well, it's brilliant because the night they announced that, I didn't know if that was like, is this like legit or not? I didn't know. I didn't know what was
the
going on. So it got
the
me. It got me to pre-order. I'm like, wait, Last Guardian? It is. Pre-ordered
yeah.
that. All these games that I don't even know when in the hell I'm gonna get them.
Yeah, they didn't make an official announcement until like I'd say 18 hours later,
Yeah.
and I was like, the thing about Amazon is they're like their official Twitter and everything. They are so behind the ball of whatever is going
Yeah,
on.
they are, huh? That's kind of interesting.
But yeah, uh, but yeah, it was funny because a lot of they got the word out really well. Amazon did, while Best Buy has a better deal, and nobody knows about the Best Buy deal.
Yeah, really, no kidding. That's pretty ridiculous. But yeah, I heard about Roy being exclusive to GameStop. But man, I'm just not into Fire Emblem stuff, so I don't really. I wasn't gonna get that
Yeah,
anyway.
I've
They
never.
look cool. They do look cool. But I'll go to the ends of the fucking earth to get Cloud, wherever Cloud ends up. If that was a North Korean exclusive, I would crawl through the borders to get 8 of them, but yeah, Fire Emblem, I'm just not that into. I should get into it, but I just haven't.
It's a I haven't either, and main thing is it's a big commitment. Like
Yeah,
I keep hearing that it's like 100-hour game and all this, and
yeah.
maybe
Yeah,
when the next game comes out and I find it for cheap somewhere, I'll get it. That's the thing is about Nintendo games is they never go down in price, so
yeah. They always maintain their value.
you never want to gamble on something you think you might like.
Yeah. I was gonna say because that was the funny thing to me with that Devil's Third game that came out is it came out and it was so rare, and I know so many people that were like, all right, I'll play it, but I'm waiting for it to go in the bargain bin, $2. It's like I don't think that's happening, man.
Yeah,
Um,
I don't think it ever will. I think
yeah,
Nintendo will put out another print.
yeah,
Most likely because they've done that. They did that with Xenoblade. They did it with Metroid Prime trilogy.
yeah. It's
They
true.
do it. They do it with a lot of games that become rare and then they reprint it. They're doing it with Bayonetta 2, but the Bayonetta 2 version doesn't come with one.
The first one, yeah, that's interesting. I kind of want to pick up the original. I don't own a copy of the of Bayonetta 2 because they sent us a code for it, like to review, and so I have it. But man, I'm just I like to own a hard copy of stuff. Like I don't know. I
That's
just
how
kind
I
of feel
am.
like I want that.
I'm a collector. But
Yeah,
I wasn't going to get Devil's Third because I'm like, well, I'm never going to play that game. So it didn't look interesting to me.
yeah. That game is bad, but I'm telling you, I had a blast playing it. It's everything. It's you watch a bad action movie. It's like this is so terrible, but I'm having fun watching it because I'm cracking up. That was that game for me. I had a really good time. I really do like Itagaki. He created Ninja Gaiden and all that stuff. So there's moments of brilliance in the game, but it's just not. I mean, it's just
Yeah.
It's a shit show, but it's a fun shit show.
I think they just needed to get it out the door and do whatever was next down the road.
Yeah, we'll see if we ever see a next thing 8 years from now or whatever.
Yeah, because the story behind that wasn't it. It was Bethesda, then THQ, and then THQ closed, and then Nintendo picked it up. I think is what the story
I
is.
think there's even one more step between that.
Oh,
I
really?
think after THQ closed, I want to say like a Korean company bought it for a while, or they were. Yeah, I think there was another step in the middle of all that, and then it went to Nintendo. I could be wrong, but yeah,
Yeah.
pretty nuts.
Another tip for Nintendo games though is Nintendo has their own store. I don't know if you know that or not. Like their own online store.
Oh,
And
yeah.
they do this weird thing where they come out with refurbished copies of their games. And the weird part
Yeah.
and the weird part is when you get these refurbished copies, they put a label on top of the box art. The actual box art has the label that says refurbished on it.
Oh, interesting.
So
I didn't know
it's
that.
kind of weird. People are like, so people don't know if that will be like in demand and rare in like 15 years. People will be like,
Yeah.
oh, it's the refurbished version, or not, because you know how collectors are weird.
Yeah, collectors are weird. That's for sure. Yeah, that's pretty nuts. But yeah, we'll see. I don't know what the demand for that is going to be. I think ultimately there won't be that much demand in the future just because the game is not that beloved. You know, it's not like, again, you mentioned Metroid Prime Trilogy and Xenoblade. Well, those are pretty incredible games.
Yeah.
And so that fuels people's desire for it. Devil's Third, it's going to be pretty forgotten, I think. But I don't know. We'll see. You never know. I mean, some of the most valuable Star Wars figures are characters that I don't remember. You know.
Yeah, like that. They came out with a Snaggletooth or whatever.
I was just about to say
Really only
Snaggletooth.
had, like,
Yeah.
they had that black and white photo to go by, and so they made the Snaggletooth really tall, and the movie's actually short. You
Yeah.
know, and it was a Sears exclusive Snaggletooth, and
Yeah.
then there's a Jawa with a vinyl cape instead of a cloth cape or something like that. That's really rare. Star Wars fans are nuts.
Yeah, Star Wars fans are nuts.
I
By the way,
I found Star Wars stuff at a yard sale.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang.
I was on Craigslist. This was in the summer, and the guy said have an estate sale, old toys, and I messaged him. I said, what do you mean by old toys? And he said Gremlins, Michael Jackson, He-Man, and Star Wars. And I said, so I was like, well, if he said He-Man, all that, he must be referring to the old toys. So I went there, and he had 3 Jabba the Hutt play sets,
Whoa.
and a Empire Strikes Back Republic transport. And he had it marked like 50 each, and I said, I'll give you $100 for all of them. He said, okay.
Wow.
And so yeah, I got those. I'm giving one of them away at my panel.
Wow.
So,
Oh, that's not bad. Nice.
Yeah.
Dang.
I don't know. This might piss Sean off, but at game days I asked him if, like, because he was complaining about how he couldn't find anything for you for Christmas.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, you want to just buy one of these from me and give the Rocco for Christmas? He's like, oh yeah. So I emailed him and he never replied.
Oh, really? Damn it.
Yeah.
That would have been great, dude. I would have loved that. What the hell is his problem?
Oh.
He actually did. He made me something. It was actually pretty cool. Yeah, I'm sure in the swarm of Christmas stuff, he probably missed the email, and he gets a lot of them. But I was gonna say, what he ended up getting me was really cool. We when we went to game days, obviously you were there.
Yeah.
We did we got to have our own the Mark Twain steamboat. We had to ourselves. We got to do our own cruise, which was one of the highlights of the whole thing for me. But they let me and Sean up into the wheelhouse for to steer the boat, which was a huge. It was one of the best moments of my life. I will freely admit. But anyway, when it was when you before you go in, they actually have you sign a guest book. And they okay, just sign in here, and it'll, as you're going to be up here and you're going to steer. Okay. I thought maybe I was signing some legally binding contract that says if I kill anybody, they got me, but it wasn't. Whatever. So I signed it, whatever, and I did it. And when it was over, at the end, they said, "Well, thank you guys for coming up to the wheelhouse," and they gave us certificates with the name you wrote in the guest book. They had transpired that to a certificate, and they gave that to us. It was real. It was like, whoa.
You never knew about that fact though about Mark Twain?
I had heard you got something, yeah, but I wasn't really anticipating it.
Oh.
I was so caught up in the surprise of all of it that I didn't know I was going to be doing that. That when that it kind of hit me like whoa, oh yeah, I had heard that, but that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Cool. But anyway, yeah. So what he made a really nicely framed, matted photo of the Mark Twain steamboat, and then another mat for the certificate.
That's really cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. He matted a photocopy of a certificate so that I could swap it out with my own. He didn't take it from me or anything.
Yeah.
And I put it in there, and so that was really, really cool. And now that's in my home, so I was really happy.
Yeah, that's a really good gift.
Yeah, I thought that was really cool. So, but the Star Wars thing would have been cooler. Fuck that. Anyway. No. Anyway, no, I'm sure he missed it, but appreciate the thought. That was cool.
Yeah. And then speaking of Mark Twain and all that, like,
Yeah.
have you gone there since they started doing construction or anything, or?
Yes, I have. They what? Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, mostly it's not so apparent right now. They have. I mean, the steamboat is not going anymore. The train is not going anymore. And what's kind of neat is they have those things parked. Basically, if you go to any of the train stations, the trains are there, and you can you can roam in them. You can go in the caboose of the train, which you normally can't do. You can
cool.
take photos on it. You can walk around. It's kind of neat.
Didn't you say, like, well, it has a private? There was some train car that you could go in. Can you go into that? Or
One
no?
of the trains has the Lily Bell, which is a whole train car that he wanted for dignitaries and, basically, people who come to Club 33, he'd entertain them and then take them on the train car.
Uh-huh.
I think he died before he saw the finished version. But yeah, I've heard some conflicting stuff. I've heard some people say that they did let them go in, but most people are saying that it's sealed.
Oh.
I think they don't want a million people walking through. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Because it is delicate. They still have. There's a smoking jacket that he bought as a gift for the for whoever the Japanese prime minister or something. There's gifts that he bought that he was going to give to them when they rode on that train, and he never got to. He died before it happened. Like, that stuff is in there.
It would be cool if, like, they made, like, steps and you could see into it or something, like a display.
Yeah,
they
should do
steps and look in and
they should do
that's
something
what it
like
looks
that.
like.
Exactly.
That would be cool.
Yeah, they should do something like that. I agree, but yeah, I don't know. Other than that, it's kind of cool. You can go check that out. They have the Mark Twain is off somewhere, but they do have the Columbia, the pirate ship, is docked, and you can actually go on it, and you can go. A lot of people don't know, but you can go into the lower decks. There's like a museum of stuff in there,
Cool.
and it's like a real pirate's galley down there. It's kind of neat. So you can check that out. Other than that, I think more walls went up yesterday. Somebody coming in? It looked like somebody was coming in here. But anyway, so stuff like that. But that's it. Some articles actually came out today, showing more of the there's behind the scenes people kind of leaking plans and stuff like that. And if today's what's to be believed, the plans that came out today were actually really, really good. There's been a lot of doom and gloom about, like, oh, they're going to change all this stuff and, whatever. But it looks like they're really not going to affect the river that much. And the Star Wars land itself, man, it shows the ride buildings. Like, okay, there's going to be 2 big rides in Star Wars land.
Yeah.
There's one that's a Millennium Falcon ride. Where it's going to be like you're in the Millennium Falcon. That ride building is not that big. So you could probably assume it's going to be some kind of projection technology. You're not like traveling anywhere probably. It's going to feel like you are. But it's probably going to be projection,
Yeah, there was a really good GDC talk. They got the guy who does VR for Disney.
Oh, okay.
And he talked a lot about how he kept calling those rides like a cave experience, where you're in a cave and they project it, and they have their own special testing area that's 360 and stuff.
Oh, there you go.
It wouldn't surprise me if it is like that. But you were saying?
Oh yeah, no. So I think that's going to be one of the rides, but the other ride building is just what they're calling Battle Escape. Is the ride building is the biggest of any ride in Disneyland. And it is as big. The building for the ride is as big as Toontown. That is serious. I mean,
wonder if it's a roller coaster or something like that.
Well, from what it sounds like, I don't think it is. It sounds like it's a dark ride. I'm really hoping for something on the level of Pirates or whatever, where it's just long. You know what I mean?
That would be awesome, man.
Where it's just long and you're going through all these Star Wars locations and scenarios and stuff. I think that would be rad. But or Indiana Jones is the perfect ride for Indiana Jones, where you are in a temple, something's going wrong, and you got to get out of it. I could see them doing something like that. But man, it's big. I just hope it's big enough to kind of satisfy the crowds that Star Wars Land is going to get. But there's a rumor going around that it might be a boat ride, just like Pirates, which seems weird to me because I don't feel like a boat would not fit for Star Wars. But so I don't think that's true. But I brought it up to my brother, and he was like, "Hey, I mean, imagine you're going through Dagobah or something, and like floating through it, and there's like all kinds of crazy shit around you. I think that'd be kind of neat. I don't know.
Yeah,
we'll see.
But not a lot of interesting stuff kind of happened at Dagobah. It was all about Luke training.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, there was the monster, there was Yoda, there was R2, and there was Luke, and that was about it.
Oh, you are forgetting one thing.
What?
The dark side in the within the trees.
Cave, yeah.
Yeah, so maybe you could go on like a vision quest. Maybe you start in Dagobah and it shows you all these things going on.
Just like Pirates, where it's supposed to be that old guy's memories.
Yeah, exactly.
It's you go right into the dark tree.
An animatronic of you. That would be kind of an interesting storytelling device, wouldn't it? If he tells you you're going to go into these trees and you're going to see some things, but you have to stay positive or else, and maybe you go in and it's like, it's dark, some dark shit happening. I think that'd be kind of neat, actually.
And they could have the blue Dagobah.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you could eat there. Eat in the swamps, the Minox attacking your food. I think that'd be pretty good. I think during dinner, something should rise out of the water, something big, and then the waiter looks at you and goes, "That is why you fail." But anyway. Yeah. Well, anyway, that all sounds good. Well, Jarrett, I do have to run right now. All right. But thank you for your call. You brought up all the stuff I wanted to talk about, so thank you.
No problem.
So, always good to hear from you. I'm sure we'll hear from you again. We'll be back on soon.
Sure will. All right.
Awesome. Take it easy, man.
Yep, you too.
See ya. I think that's a really good idea. I think we got into some good shit with that Dagobah idea. What do you guys think? I think we stumbled upon some stuff. Anyway...